Dear trainees, my name is Dr. Harerimana Jean-Paul, Continuous Professional Development Effective School Leadership Trainer. Dear trainees, today we are going to cover another important topic. In the previous lesson, we started Unit 7, using ICT for effective school leadership. We covered Section 2, which is about school leadership and ICT in East Africa. Today, we are going to examine Section 3, introducing ICT as a change process in your school. Introducing ICT is a change process for your school. Introducing ICT in your school should start from a shared vision among all educational stakeholders, including teachers, support staff, school leaders, learners, parents, and local community about the role of ICT in the school. All stakeholders should have a say and should be able to give input and kept informed before you implement any type of ICT in your school. Therefore, introducing ICT essentially about change management is a high order change that school leaders must lead and manage. There are important 4 main stages that we are supposed to follow. Stage 1, preparing for the change. You need to be ready for the change. The second step is initiating the change. Third, implementing the change. Lastly, sustaining the change. ICT is the transformation agent for education. The main goal of ICT should be to improve the quality of teaching and learning, not to have ICT in the school. ICT processes should be incorporated into many school operations. Victoria 2019 has identified 4 stages that schools go through in the adoption of ICT. Stage number 1, according to Victoria, is foundational, beginning the ICT journey by exploring possibilities and developing skills. The second stage is emergent, establishing practices and resources in your school. The third stage is innovative, ICT embedded in the school culture. The last stage, which is 4th, is transformative, which is about ICT transforming learning and teaching in your school. Schools have reached the transformative stage are using ICT as transformation agent for education in their schools. Dear trainees, ICT can improve the quality of teaching in many ways. 1, implementing learner-centered teaching, differentiating teaching and learning based on student needs, linking teaching and learning to daily life, providing multisensory delivery of learning content, namely visual, auditory, and more others. Preparing students for further studies can be another way, enhancing learners' communication skills. Lastly, strengthening teachers' competencies in CPDs. Assessing and analyzing students' data and using them to improve teaching. We have numbers of ICT remote channels for use by teachers to engage parents in school activities. Research consistently shows that parental engagement is one of the key factors in securing high student achievement. Some of the channels that school can use to engage parents include, but not limited to, private Facebook groups, WhatsApp, Zoom, Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, radio, television, just to mention few. Dear trainees, we come to the end of our lesson today. Section 3 was about introducing ICT as a change process for your school. Therefore, introducing ICT is essential about change management. ICT improves the quality of teaching and learning. We are sure that you successfully learned a lot of important things to apply in your school. Thank you for your participation today. We wish you all the best.